Good afternoon. A book I have about raising goats and different things you can build to house them, feed them, toys for them to play with, miscellaneous things like that. Um, I was just reading it a couple weeks ago and I came across information on using pallets to build a three-sided shelter for them for outside for if you get a sudden rainstorm and they need to get in and they don't have access to the barn. um, and I actually picked up one, two, three, four, five, six, eight pallets today, and I think I have laid out exactly what I need. I'll need to find some sort of something for a roof and some plywood to finish things off. Otherwise, it's not really sheltered because it's got holes in it. But let me turn this around and show you what I got. So basically, we've got the side here, two across for the back, a side there, two on the bottom for the floor. I will put plywood down on the floor. I don't think I want to fully plywood in the sides and the back because I do want a little bit of airflow to get through. So I have these other two pallets here that I can take slats off of and put some additional slats in, probably on the back where there aren't as many slats to start with, and add a couple slats so that the slats kind of like alternate, which will allow airflow but prevent the rain from really getting in hard. I mean, they might get a little bit of misting coming in or whatever, but it's not going to be really a hard driving rain, coming through because of the alternating wood slats. And then I'll need to use maybe just one, like one section to put across the top here to kind of raise the top front up a little bit so that, and maybe do two of them, I'm not sure, see how the angle is, but that way when I put a sheet of metal or whatever I can find for a roof, the front will be a little bit higher so the rain will run off the back. But this is the plan. And what's cool is the way it stands up, because right now it's standing up on concrete, so that's easy. But the way it stands up in the ground is similar to what I did right here for my compost bins, is use the T-posts, drive them into the ground, put these ones over top of the T-posts, and then for a little additional stability, what I would do is run some screws in between here. I can't get a good angle here, but basically run some screws in through here to go into this piece behind it. Do the same thing on the two back where they join in the center, and then also on the other end, and just give that a little bit extra reinforcement with some screws. But I think I got my next project kind of already underway. Hopefully this will work the way I want it to work. And I do need to probably build it out there because once I put all this together, it might be a little too heavy to move. So, well, plus I'll never be able to lift it up to get it over the T-post anyway. But yeah, my next project, and I now have everything I need other than I think I might need, I'll need 8 T-posts. I don't think I have that many. I have some, but I don't think I have that many. So I'll go check, see how many I have, how many more I need. I got plenty of screws, nails, stuff of that nature. I have some plywood. I think I have more than enough to put a floor on top of those two bottom pieces. And then, yeah. The one thing I will do for sure is put additional slats along the bottom, so that there's no place for them to like get their hoof stuck in between, like right in here. put a slat across there all the way. That one's not bad because it kind of is already a little raised up, but I may put another small slat in between those two. And then this one here. And that should be a really, really nice outdoor shelter for the goats. Then I'll need to get more of these. Assuming that works out, I'll need to get more and do it all over again because I have goats in 2 different areas. So they'll need a second one. And if those are successful, do it yet again, but slightly bigger, maybe a little bit deeper for the miniature horses. I think it's plenty tall enough because they're short little creatures, but I think it would need to be a little bit deeper just to give them a little bit more shelter. So just add 2 more pieces for floor, 2 more pieces for the sides, and that should be plenty. Cool. I have my next project in mind and most of the supplies I need to do it. Yay!